What's up YouTube? I'll play meta. It's gonna be my first video. It's a deck profile of Darkworlds, but it's not like the turbo base. It's more of control base because I feel when you play in turbo that after you get the little like draw all my shit, especially on a couple graphos, that if they stop that you basically lose, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like losing, you know. I don't think anybody does. So yeah, I'm gonna show you all the main deck and the side deck because the extra deck's not like fully ready yet. So it's 10 staple Darkworld monsters. It's 3 grapha. Discard pop, and then the recursion effect is ridiculous. 3 snows. It's 2k under gate, so it's a deck devy target. And then the discard to add a card to your hand is actually broken to me. Like, it's ridiculous. Play 3 brow. Just draw power. And he gets under bottomless for when you go for your grapha play. So that's good. I think I'd rather have my grapha bottomless than the snow bottomless actually. And then I play the 10th one is a beige. I like one beige because he just keeps coming back to your hand, and you just play when you need a grapha bounce. So yeah, he's pretty good. Like, he works well with dealings and stuff if you don't have any more targets for like snow or anything. 9 Darkworld monsters is 2 tour guides. I like these just because you summon, you grab brow, you bounce brow for grapha, or summon, grab another overlay into Levier, grab a banished snow or a banished brow, something like that. It's just an all-around good card. And play 2 Veiler. I feel like this is the main part of the control aspect, is not let your opponent get stuff off. I actually might take these out for Max C's though, because Max C is so good this format. But for right now this will do, because like, just pitch, stop something, and then next turn hopefully you can summon grapha and get over whatever they did. Alright, so that was it for the monsters. It's 10, 12, 14. 14 monsters. The deck plays a really low monster count. Spells are 3 gates, field spell, draw power, ditch 1, draw 1, and then you get the effect of whatever you ditch. So it's the first time you play it, it's an inherit -0, and the next turn it's a +1. So I love this card, and he makes everything big. Then you play 3 dealings. This is the core of the deck. Like, just draw and ditch. It works great with snow. Snow searches for another one, or another snow if you have multiple of these in hands. A really good card. It messes up a lot of decks' flows. And then 3 drag down. I feel like this is really key to the control part, and the ability to see your opponent's hand is what makes this card really amazing. Just like looking at their hand and taking a boss monster, or taking like a miracle fusion for heroes, or taking a piece of the wind-up loop out of their hand just breaks this card. Card destruction, I feel like in Darkworlds is kind of a staple, because ditch hand, draw new hand, plus to get their effects. It's a really good card. I play with Alert just because I play the tour guides, and so I can banish a tour guide, or like say I banish a brow or something, I can Levier it back and not have to worry about that. So it's a really good card. And the last effort's like, you really only summon 2 grapha in a game, so you can ditch the 3rd one for this. Staples, I run Reborn, Dark Hole, and Heavy. I don't play MSTs in the main deck, I side them in, but like, it's weird. I feel that this and grapha is enough back row destruction for right now, but you gotta side in MSTs in game 2, because they're gonna side in heavy back row for you. Hey, unless you're playing Chaos Dragons, that against Chaos Dragons first game, only playing heavy makes it really good. So that's it for the spells. Traps, I don't play the Solemn Brigade, I just play 2 warnings. I don't like Judgment anymore. My friend told me to take it out, I took it out, and the deck seemed like it flowed a lot better. Because having Judgment on first turn really kind of sucks when you're at 8,000. You have to pay half your life points to stop like a heavy or something. So I took it out, and it's been working a lot smoother. And I play Triple Reckless, Chainable Draw Power, they're really good. Two, if you get two of them off, it's a -0. The third one makes it a +1. It's really hard to get that third one, like get all three of them together though. But drawing two cards in this deck can mean a lot because it can give you more draw power, and then activating two of these just wins the game almost for you. Double bottomless I feel is a staple of this format just because like windups when they go into that ones and mighty, you bottomless it and you can shut down the whole loop right there. Or you can like bottomless the shark or something, anything that you have to do to stop that loop because that loop is ridiculous. And then like playing the mirror match, you just bottomless their Graphas and they can't do shit. This card's really good this format. As I play two in almost anything. Let's get two Mind Crush because we run the drag downs. And there's so much search power in this format, like double E-Call, double Smoke Signal, double Earth, Rhoda, just all the decks search, like Factory. There's so much search power in this format that this card is very good in this format. Just like, and even, say you have like a graph in hand, and they have a monster, and like they swing, and this is the only thing you have set, and you just like flip and call like Blue Eyes or something, that you know they don't run. And then drop your graph and it just pops it. It's a really good card. Play one deck dev. Messed up a lot of decks, messed up Inzectors, because Inzectors are still alive, you guys. Like, that ban list didn't kill any decks, I don't think. I mean, it made them a little less playable, but good players can still play the decks like that. So, and this hits windups too, which is huge, and Yugioh as well, because it takes all the little monsters, it takes the armors, it takes the accelerator, it takes all that kind of stuff out of their hand and puts it in the grave, and they can't do anything with it in the grave. Then one skill drain. Skill drain is really good this format because it just stops effects, and this format is based on effects. Like, you have to side it out in the mirror there, because it does nothing in the mirror except for like slopping tour guide. That's about it. Like, you gotta set this and the Veilers out in the mirror. And then my last trap is one torrential. I like one turtle. I think two is too much, and you don't want to be blowing up your own field all the time. But the ability to blow shit up against like windups or just anything, just really amazing. All right, so we'll go to the side deck. Like, it's more based for where I play it, but I mean, it's a good basis for a side deck. I said triple Thunder King, Sam's, Heroes, Yugiohs. This thing hits so many decks now. Like, running into a face down Yugioh Arma with this guy, they don't get their search, and you're just like, yeah. And then hopefully you can get over it with something else. Or not, and he stops Succeed, so he stops a lot of the big plays that most decks have. I really like Thunder King. Okay, so like I said, it's from my meta, and a lot of people in my area play Darkworld, so I kind of like siding out the Veilers and the skill drain. I side these guys in because it just replenishes their hand. It takes their hand and sends it to the bottom of the deck when it gets hit with like an opponent's dealings or opponent's drag down or just random stuff like that. It's a really good card. I feel like he's better than Gold because he can't be Starlight Roaded and stuff like that. Two Kaiku. This guy puts in work. Like, his ability to banish stuff itself is what made him good, but the ability to make stuff not be able to be banished is what makes him great. Like, let's see, you're playing Chaos Dragons. They can't play their boss monsters though. They have to use Trooper to get over this guy. And he's 1800. Not a lot of stuff can get over that, so he's good. Double Snowman Eater for the Dino matchup. Set this guy. They run into a Dolka. Damage step. Dolka can't activate. Blow shit up. And then he's also good against like decks that play Thunder King or Heroes. Just because nothing in their main deck can get over him. Like, they have to waste a Spark or something like that. Okay, and then 3 MSTs. This is such a good card in the side deck because playing against Macro, you're going to lose first game most likely unless you unless you get lucky and they don't touch macro or D-fish. So this card is just amazing to blow up back row and to push for game. Aside doing the second turn against wind-ups and the second deck debut, like, they're just good cards to me, like, for the side deck. I don't like main decking one of each, two of each, but having them in the side deck is really effective. I really like the maxi reprints coming, so the side deck will change and everything, but yeah, that's how I feel this deck is good for this format. So yeah, peace out YouTube. Remember, rate, comment, subscribe.